Gentlemen, you both know the rules. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now, come out fighting at the bell.
See the height advantage for Ortiz. That's nothing new for Loma. He's a natural featherweight who, with all that skill, has been able to go up multiple weight classes to box. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, I'm with you.
And he's a bit of a slow starter, so if he starts slow and loses his first couple of rounds, things can get...
Lomachenko's 140th championship round. This
in
is
fact,
Jamaine
Ortiz only has 87 complete pro rounds. Most of his work on the smaller circuit. Correct. And that's what Loma was doing right from the start of his career. Set the record for fewest fights needed to win titles in 3 divisions. That came in only 12 fights.
Fight like he's fighting. Stay within himself, but win these early rounds because Loma does start slow and he
get
wants
off to a quick start. Don't allow Loma to settle in. It's a great jab right there by That's what Ortiz needs to continue to do. Fight him with combinations just like that from the outside.
4-punch count.
that sequence right there. Loma.
The crowd support
gave up a lot of energy trying to stay away from Loma, and that's part of the process.
Support this early in a Loma fight is almost unlike anything we've ever heard before. The Ukrainian anthem, but obviously an emotional display here at MSG.
Ortiz's first 12 rounds fight.
Yes.
There's no doubt in my mind there's some uncertainty if he can go at this pace.
Body shot from Ortiz. Lets his hands go on the inside against Lomachenko. In that first round, Ortiz had an 8-3 connect advantage. Now Lomachenko, understanding space, range, hand speed of the opponent.
I'm telling you right now, man, Ortiz is game. He understands what he has to do. He's taken that knowledge.
Good experience for Ortiz that he had a year ago as Lomachenko was preparing for Richard Comey. Some advantages he felt he had because of that experience, and he was able to start that blast under the right eye of Lomachenko. Bernardo.
I just spoke with him about the abrasion under the right eye, and he said, look, it's because of the abrasive tape that Jamaine Ortiz is
Bernardo,
using.
just for clarification, Russ, who is one of the most veteran
it's because of the tape
wrapped around the wrist of Ortiz?
Yes, it's the type of tape that he's using. He said it's very abrasive. And that's why you see the inflammation under the eye, according to his
exactly what he's supposed
Ortiz
to be.
being much the aggressor.
Get Loma defensive. Get him out of his stance. Ortiz. Loma break.
Ortiz is having some good success in these first 2 rounds.
He really is, Dre.
But he's also given up a lot of energy. There's a long way to go.
Yes, it is.
And Loma has no problem with that.
Our job to point it out.
Chose not to really take it fully. That's the opposite of what Ortiz is doing early on against
What
Lomachenko.
Ortiz needs to do is just fight every minute. Every minute, every second of this round. Don't be thinking about getting tired.
No, he can't think about that. And that's who Ortiz is.
Right. End of 2 for that pronounced abrasion. We believe this is where it happens. Right there, you see that cuffing the wrist with that tape does hit onto the face right there.
Yes, that happens.
Here's a look, and watch where the wrist with the tape hits. Right where they describe it, and it pulls back. Round number 3. Jamaine Ortiz, the upset fighter from Worcester, Massachusetts, through the first 2 rounds.
But this pace that Ortiz is fighting sporadic at times, which is really how he fights. This is his style.
Lomachenko trying to cut things off and corral Ortiz.
He said, I didn't show him.
Well, he couldn't.
I stayed orthodox the whole time.
Because he was prepping left-handed, but constantly will switch stances throughout his career. We've seen that.
That's the one thing in sparring with Loma.
So when they sparred, he's got a job to do. Look at not be Ortiz at his best. Standard power right-hand fighter.
It's a minute. It's about 10 seconds ago. This intensity type of place is definitely...
Just like Ramirez, it looks like Loma's not doing much. He's not throwing a lot of punches. His opponents before the punches actually land.
Yeah, but Loma's, his foot feints and his head, his body movement is not... We usually see it, Dre.
Well, you wouldn't expect it to be after a year layoff in the first couple rounds. Can continue to be.
Short right hand on the inside from Ortiz. Comes forward behind the jab.
Ortiz has that Jermaine Taylor thing going on where he's got to respect him because the punches come off very fast and very strong.
He got that chin for everything. Bing, 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 bing.
Loma gets him. He clipped him with the left hand. He clipped him with the right hand. Loma clipped him moments ago.
How Ortiz manages those moments will determine how this fight turns out. Does he panic? Does he forget the game plan, or does he stay composed?
Ortiz came forward trying to land a right hand. Loma got him with a short. Let's go back and show you that sequence from Lomachenko with about a half a minute to go in the round as they continue to work under the right eye.
Starting to get that timing down. That of Ortiz. Swivel jab right after that left hand. Follows Ortiz down, trying to get out of range. And Lomachenko just following him out.
They apply that
straight left in the swivel.
To that abrasion under the right eye that we saw of a cuffing was started where the tape rubbed up against that right eye. That's Bernardo was quick to get that corner. Bernardo, what are they saying in the corner of Ortiz?
Guys that can be first and use your feints. Everything off the jab. And
that's the word for the undefeated fighter. Support for Ortiz here from the MSG crowd. The beat feint chant coming. Big opportunity seeking American fighter who just because of the wildly unique.
Ortiz told us in the fighter meeting, he said, I know enough with him. Loma tries to do with many rounds. It's going to be a dance at certain points for Ortiz. Loma tries to pick up his
foot. A better attitude on the inside, isn't he? Just a willingness to say, I'll make it something.
No respect.
You hold him, Vasyl.
That's a quarter, I would say, a quarter of the battle. Most guys that get in there with Lomachenko is in awe. They get beat.
That youth is not easy to deal with, the unpredictability of Ortiz. That's something that Loma has to contend with.
You know, we get the sparring partners, the amateurs in the ring, the first 4 rounds, they look good, they sporadic, and then let's see if Ortiz can stay at this pace.
Lomachenko with the short left hand as Ortiz crossed that threshold.
It'll be even better if Loma is a blind him.
He needs to pick up his right, not even land it, and just start shooting those left hands to the body.
Here's the clap, and he says, I'm just going to throw. Good stuff. It's good stuff. Jamaine Ortiz threw a fight-high 54
You
punches
can make
in
an
that last
argument
round. That he's up 3 rounds to 1 right now.
That's what my scorecard looked like.
37-29 connected. Significant. Loma did have significant. That southpaw swivel jab in the 3rd round.
You see a lot more urgency, and now he's trying to pay attention to the body of Ortiz. He's trying to go downstairs to slow him down.
Combination with Lomachenko. Find that entry ramp, isn't he?
If he slows down just 1 mile per hour,
moments determines how this fight goes. Loma's gonna have how Ortiz manages these onslaughts in these moments.
That get back,
determines how this fight
that's what we're talking about. That get back.
Ortiz has not been 12, but he has been 10 rounds on 2 occasions. Need to pick up off the game plan for Team Ortiz. Sit there and they're enamored, and they stand in quicksand, and Loma's able to get around and land. There's such a long way to go in this fight.
Well, we knew early on that Ortiz is going to have success because of the reach. Yep.
Every time you hear that clap, we get good action, good pace. A little bit of swelling right to the belt of Jamaine Ortiz as he walks back to his corner at the end of the fight. Continues to grease up the right side of the face of Vasyl Lomachenko. As Anatoly Papachenko, as he is known, trainer of Vasyl, 57-year-old, his final instructions. On to round number 6. In that last round, Lomachenko had 14.
Got Ortiz's attention, no doubt about it. You see him fold over.
Stepped right to
after Loma landed that shot.
Stepped.
Has some swelling, and it's starting to close just a little bit.
I think that pressure of Loma starting to get to the Ortiz a little bit.
And start shooting those straight lefts to the body. That's going to open up the straight lefts and the overhand left to the head.
That right hand, that southpaw jab is right on top of that swelling left eye.
Took a round off, and Loma had his way, and Loma's also having his way in the 6th round.
Kendrick Ball. Countering over the top and shooting off 2.
You don't see Ortiz busy
in
using
terms
the
of
jab
volume and
or
pace.
setting things up.
That lets me know that Ortiz understands that, hey, Loma's trying to work his way back in the fight.
Against southpaw to close out round number 6. And he gets off a combination. Try to go as we come to the halfway mark of our fight.
The eye is starting to swell and slowly starting to close.
They went with the bag of
That's going to
ice.
slow down. We need an instant bleeding.
Round 7 scheduled from Worcester, Massachusetts. He comes from a family of 7 children. His father passed away when he was only 15 years old. Here he is 11 years later, and as you pointed out, all the experience of Lomachenko and being in spots like that.
Yes, and it could
That's
very
well,
well.
that southpaw switching from Ortiz when it's kind of Lomachenko for a moment. Loma had to connect. Great combinations. Good covering up right there. Nothing probably landed flush, but it looks good to the judges.
And now he goes back orthodox. The 6.
A lot of the great shoes. Andre Ward used it. Lee right hand. Anticipate that power coming. But then that jab is so flexible. It can find that head.
In 2023 between these two, if things go the way Loma expects tonight. But strongly, and right now, total punches are 68 to 60.
Working behind that jab, we're going to keep them busy. More importantly,
a little pop shot, right hand from Ortiz, and you know what?
I love those uppercuts on the.
Underneath with the right uppercut to the body.
Nice double right hand right there from Ortiz. Right there, he's using his physicality right now. Bumped them off.
Bigger man.
Exactly.
So staying active.
Good work right there from Ortiz. Just occupying Lomachenko. There's the bounce. Athletic style, baby.
Big round for Ortiz.
It sure is. What happened the past year going back home to Ukraine with the war. 34 years old. Ortiz 26 years old.
I don't see a lot of still got rust in Lomachenko engine, but I do see Ortiz.
The left hand, asserting himself from the start.
Look, in the last video I told you, front foot step shuffle. How many?
Exactly. That's
Not many.
I'd actually like to see Loma spend more time.
Nice right hand.
Right hand again.
When you see
Lead
Ortiz, he has his lows and he buys his time with his foot feints and hand feints and upper body movement. Loma doesn't do anything.
Lomachenko.
Good right hand answer from Ortiz.
Man, this is a high.
Put the right uppercut in there. It really is.
From Lomachenko.
2-punch combination with the right hook. Ortiz has made it that way, Tim.
Yes, it is. And
Ortiz fills the hole.
There you go. A sneak attack. Stairs with that left to the body. You see those elbows come in, and then he lifts them up. Right up the middle. Ortiz along the ropes. You never want to have your back in the ropes.
Isaac Gonzalez just told Jamaine Ortiz, this is the moment you change your life.
Are all about in the fight game. We've seen it time and again. Now, how will Ortiz respond, knowing he's got to this
those hands
point?
go now.
Body shot came in, and then a left hand split the guard. Boy, look at the CompuBox difference. He's the best fighter in the world. He came in as the best fighter in the world when it came to power punch.
Ordinary.
Connect. We have not seen
finally
fighter. There he finally turns and twists him.
This is as long as he's gone, and he's trying to save his energy. Loma also has that intel, and he's trying to take full advantage by pushing the pace. Good shot right there. It was a little low.
And then goes up top with a 2-punch combination to Ortiz's head.
I think Loma's trying to rest and Ortiz both are trying to rest.
Round 11. After 300+ days away of going back home to Ukraine to serve his country with a win here to face Dan Haney for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world.
Championship. This is what you've been dreaming about. This is what you've been thinking about. He's got
been doing this since you're 7 years old. Got to make a dream come true. To that. Dug a left hand to the body after backing him up.
Trying to recover and trying to keep Lomachenko off
here,
of him.
round number 11.
He doesn't want to get.
Been there.
Ortiz has to fight it all the time.
Hey. You got to have that first time.
He has that moment. This is his moment.
And he's doing it against one of the greatest fighters of this generation.
That the total rounds is now already over. Vasyl Lomachenko has often said when asked this week about his decision on the Ukraine, I have no regrets. Absolutely the right decision. Serve my country. No regrets. Jamaine.
Everything. I don't know what the scorecards are looking like or reading right now, but I can tell you this is a close fight. You said to yourself, you 3 minutes. 3 minutes to live like a king.
3 rounds.
Oh.
Lomachenko, he needs to wake up.
Jamaine Ortiz has won the last 3 rounds.
Holding his breath for 4 minutes at a time. Underwater.
That's driving ahead and I get this done. And that's what you see Loma doing these last 3 rounds. Ortiz has had a mental letdown.
He's tired.
His last 3 rounds.
He's tired.
First scheduled 12-rounder for Ortiz has completed.
Trust me, Tess, it's inevitable not to have that on your conscience. Release and fire. Release and fire. Looked like he was looking to tie up, and then he released, bumped, and didn't fire the combination.
Unity with the U.S. anthem backing it up. Number 10 for Lomachenko landed 16 punches. High mark came for Ortiz in the 4th round.
Madison Square Garden. We go to the judges scores about 115-113. And Frank Lombardi scores about 117-111. All in favor. And new NABF lightweight champion, Vasyl Lomachenko.
A unanimous decision win.